Hey, Chew! How you doing? You been busy all day? I've been doing yard work all day. And I wanted to come in and give people some information about what I'm doing in about a month, mid-July. We're going to have a 1,500 sub party. So I'm going to turn this down a little bit. That's probably loud. Anyways, so Hunter, welcome in. I've got some things to show everybody today. Not very much. Really good stuff, but I got some cool things to show everybody and some things to reiterate. So I hope everybody's had a good Saturday. So, did anybody do anything really cool today? I didn't. It was hot. It was hot out there doing my yard work. And I picked the wrong time of day and waited way too late. But I got some interesting things here. I'll wait for a few more minutes and see if anybody else is going to show up. Is the music loud? I'm playing YouTube music, so it's from the YouTube You Can Use site. So I like the Pirates theme. So every time I touch my iPod here, it jiggles because it's hanging on my new rack, but the iPad's so heavy it makes it wobble if I touch it. I got to find some way to stabilize it. So, Mark C., welcome. Good evening. So I guess there's one person that hasn't said hi, but so it's going to go really fast, I think, between now and the middle of July, with everything going on, the 4th of July and everything. And everybody's going to be really busy. First warm days of the year are coming up. So I wanted to show you guys something. I'll have to show it a couple of times because this is really weird. I found this in the park, in a little park, in a little neighborhood, and this was buried in the wood chips in the park, in the tot lot. And I thought, oh, cigarillos, this is pretty heavy. But when I opened it up to see what was inside, I got a little surprise. This is as bad as a vape, or maybe worse. I don't know. What do you think? So, hey, David, Air Force vet. Good evening. I was just showing everybody what I found here in the tot lot, all wrapped up in a cigarillos package, buried in the wood chips. But anyway, I'm going to be giving away some stuff in mid-July for the celebration, and these are some of the things I'm making, along with my digging tools. I got keychains and earrings in silver and gold. Hey, Copper Owl, welcome. I guess I picked the right time to come on, where everybody's not so busy. Anyway, I make these in my 3D printer, and I create these so that I could give them away, and then eventually I'll have them on my in my marketplace for sale. But thanks, Copperell. I thought they would go over pretty good. I'm going to give away a couple of keychains probably, and a couple of sets of earrings, and I'm going to give away one of my spades for the pinpointer, and I'm going to give away some scoops, pinpointer protector scoops, and if you want to see how they work, just go see my videos. I've got one for the Mine Labs as well as the Garrett, so we got all the bases covered, and that one fits the Mine Labs, will fit the Nocta too. So anyway, got a couple of cool things that I found. Only found a couple of things that were valuable. There's this little silver trinket. Looks like the little loop was broken off of it here, but it's a little earring or pendant with little feathers on it. It's pretty cool. It's silver, and this is silver plated, and it says Aloha on it, and on that little bitty thing. So I thought it was silver, but it's just plated, as it has a rusty spot on it where the metal ring was. APA, welcome. Thanks for coming around here. And this gave me a little bit of a thrill. I thought it had a little piece of gold, but no, it's brass. I'm pretty sure it's brass. But it almost looked like out there in the sunlight glinting, it looked like fool's gold, but it was heavy, and so I thought, oh, maybe, but no, it's brass. Got another shiny thing that gave me a little bit of a jolt, but it's not real. It's just bling, but it's heavy, and I think it's probably 10 karat plated. And this is not plated at all, but it's a little bangle, and it was sure shiny in the hole too. So I thought I had a big gold hoop earring, but it wasn't an earring. You keep digging. Welcome, welcome to all of you. Thank you for coming in. I'm just mainly, hey you diver, how's it going, Greg? With 2 G's. That these, I did get a piece of gold on Monday. I got a little half of a heart pendant that was all wadded up, and that's in my shorts. But I showed that off already on Tuesday when I was on, and so appreciate you guys coming by and let me yak at you for a minute. But these are pretty popular finds. They're really deceiving signals because they give you a little high pitch because of the copper in the back of it. So that it's just an earbud cover. And I dropped it. But this was fun. This was a screamer, and I had 2 of them because they were about 6 inches apart. It was a extreme sour warheads. That was a good signal. You can imagine what I thought when I found another one right beside it. So I got like 39 cents in Zinkins, and I got 6 coppers in one of them. Come on, can you see the date here? Come on. Well, in 1944, wheat cent. So I found a wheat cent in the park. Not bad. It's the oldest coin I found. I found $1.30 in dimes, and I got 45 cents in nickels, and I got $1.25 in quarters, and a bunch of aluminum, and a bunch of my favorite bottle tops. And found a pair of costume glasses. They're not they're called Italian style. You read that? Italian style glasses, but they're just plain plastic, so they're not even good safety glasses. But I thought they were cool. ABC Treasure Trails, how's it going? Hey, I found this in a tot lot. I'm going to keep showing this because I thought this, you know, this and things like this. This is a broken up vape, and I've got another vape that I found on Monday. It was this one's usable, and if the kids found it while it was still charged, it would have been usable at the time. But this one wouldn't be usable, but these guys leave them in there for the little kids, you know, to find, and so I get those out. But this one was neat. I thought I found a pack of cigarillos, but what it is, it's cool looking. I'm going to clean it up and keep it, but but I think it's paraphernalia right now because I think there's residue right there. But anyway, that was a good find to get out of the tot lot. I like getting that kind of stuff out as much as, and the nails and the screws and the little things that are dangerous. I like getting those out. So glad you guys are hanging with me for a little while. It gives me some watch minutes, if not watch hours if we... Hey Kenneth, haven't seen you around in a while. So anyway, back to in the middle of July, sometime in there, I'll be coming up with a date. We'll be doing a celebration and I'll be giving away these pieces that I make in my 3D printer. I designed them and give them away to start, but I'll have them for sale later. And if anybody wants to buy any, but I'm going to give a couple of pairs of earrings away. You have your choice of I'm going to call it chrome or gold colored. They're plastic because that's what a 3D printer does, right? But they're gold or silver colored, and I have keychains as well there, and the earrings and pendants. We can get a chain and use these as pendants if somebody wants to make it a pendant. So those will be cool. And I'm also going to give away, oh, Greg, have you got a chance to use your scoops yet? Tell me how you like them if you have. So I'm going to give away maybe 2 of these and maybe 2 of these. So these work really good. Hey, how's it going, 2-pack? So I'll be giving these away when we do the celebration, and we'll have some other things to do as well, I think. So I haven't really got into doing Streamlabs or anything like that yet. I want to do that. I did the comment picker last time, so we'll probably do that some also, but I'd like to do maybe some races as well. So we'll get into that. That's why I'm waiting a little while so that I can get that going. So thank you guys for hanging out and coming in to say hi. Go over a couple things. Again, I found lots of little things here. All these good things that give you really good signals, right? Lead really gives you good signals. And I love finding lead. And when you're down on the beach, you find lead, you're close to the gold. So, and then in a tot lot that has chewed up tires in it, I found a valve stem. And I find quite a few of those where there's chewed up tires. But then I found a cap that goes on it. So that's cool. The cap's reusable. Stem's not. Yep, I won't be able to show that again. I think this is a piece of an antenna. Looks like an antenna off of some kind of radio. Lunar 8, welcome in. Thank you for coming. Hope everybody hits that like button before you leave. So I'm glad you liked it, Greg. I'm glad you like it. You know, I thought it would be a really good tool, and I hope the people that I've given them to like them real well. And you bought too. Yeah, awesome, dude. Appreciate that. So. Oh, cool. Mark, I hope you find something really cool. I find mostly treasure trash, but all of it's cool. I found me a house. I just got I got the access to a house. I just have to find it. The key's a lot easier to find than the house. So, but again, some poor little kid lost their bangle. It's not gold, but it sure glimmers like. So that was a neat find. What else was neat here? Found all kinds of stuff. Oh, this is a neat surface find. You'd appreciate this. David, you're still here. Support our troops. Found that in the park. So it's a cool surface find. And some poor kid that hadn't even been used. Some poor kid lost their toothbrush in the park. I don't know what they were doing carrying their toothbrush, but it's a Barbie toothbrush. And William might need that for his Barbies. Clean his Barbie's teeth. Hey, Lucky James. How you doing, brother? Thanks for coming in. Oh, getting lots of guys. Thank you for popping in to say hi. What? No offense? No, I never took offense. I never took offense, ever. No, I think the packaging is cool. I'm glad you liked it. I know it's kind of surprising and maybe overpacked, but it doesn't cost any more to ship it in a nice container that you've already purchased. It doesn't cost any more to ship it than it does to buy a bag or something, And then you take the chance on getting it squashed. You don't want to do that. So the box is the perfect thing. And it's a little bigger than it needs to be, but if somebody buys several, then it's perfect because we can send more. So I hope you get to use it, James. I hope you get to get out there and use that tool and see. Greg likes it, and Suzuki likes it. She likes the spade. She likes this one. But these work really well in the tot lots. Eagle Eye Prospecting. You're new to me. I don't think I've met you before. I might have seen you once or twice, maybe, but if I don't see somebody very often, all the names run together for me until I see somebody several times. So if I saw you once or twice, don't be offended if I don't recognize you. But so anyway, mid-July, we're going to have a celebration. And again, we're going to give away some of my creations. And we either have a pendant, earrings, or a keychain. We'll be giving away all three, and in 3 different colors. I have copper, and I have gold, and I have chrome or silver. But they look pretty good for being plastic. I should have brought one out that wasn't colored and show you what they look like before I color them. Yeah, I apologize to the people on the East Coast, Greg and all you guys on the East Side. You are putting up with me pretty late. But I did yard work today, so I was hanging out at a dog park on Friday and found this thing. I was told this is a throw toy for a dog. It's a bee. Can you see the bee? Oh, Mark, you too. Well, thank you guys for coming in so late and hanging out with me for a little while. I appreciate it. I really do. So, yeah, it has to be done, right? We have to do the yard work. That's a pretty cool bee there. So, got some more ammunition for my Nerf gun that I don't have. One of these days, I'm going to find the gun so that I've probably got 100 rounds of these. Well, no, maybe not 100, but at least 50. Some of them whistle. They have little holes in them and they whistle. So maybe some of you haven't seen what I found in the tot lot. But I thought I found some cigarillos, getting the cigarillos out to keep the kids from getting a hold of them, but found a little bit of paraphernalia inside the cigarillo case. That's a prize keep there. That's even prizier than the vapes that I get. That's the second one we found. We found another one in a different park, and it was a little bit different, but it was the same usage there. But found a whole sun-kissed crush can, and it was crushed. It was whole in the ground there. Found a glue tube. I think this is like rubber cement. That's pretty cool. I like finding weird stuff too. This I'm not sure what it is, but if anybody knows what that comes out of, I know it comes out of something that's like a latch or something. It goes into the workings. Yep, I'm on the West Coast. I'm in Southern California. So, yeah, I got I got $1.25 in quarters, $1.30 in dimes, 45 cents in nickels. So that's $1.95, $2.20. And I got a that is 1944 Wheatie. Everybody knows if it's 44, it's got to be a Wheatie, right? But I got that in a park. Didn't know it until I got home because it was kind of corroded over a little bit. It was in a sandy park, in a sand lot. And I got 39 cents in Zinkins, so I got $1.25, $2 and what? $1.30, $1.25, $1.55, $1.95, $2.40. $2.40. So that's if my ciphers are good. Yeah, it was beautiful today. It was a bit hot, but it wasn't up to 100. I think it was only like 80 degrees out, 85 degrees out. Kind of nice. It was easy to work in as long as I worked up a sweat. Fun with Jim? Is that the Jim you're talking about? No, I haven't run into him. I have talked to him online, on back and forth, making comments and talk to him back and forth. And we've conversed a bit, not with Alex, but with Jim. And I've conversed with Robert Ferguson. I think everybody knows who he is. Monterey Magnet Man. He's one that talks back and forth with me. Pastry, Superfreak. Anybody watch him? He's pretty cool. He's long time detectorist. And Diggin' SoCal, Bill. He got, I gifted him a couple of my spades and scoops so he could take them with him, but he didn't want to take them with him on his trip, so he wanted to wait and use them with Christine when he comes back. But yeah, I've conversed with a few, met a few detectorists on the beach and at the lakes, but most of them don't have YouTube channels that I've met. I've got quite a bit of competition around this area, and so I got to sneak in between them. Yeah, they're a pretty cool couple. They buy storage lockers too. They're going to have a yard sale when they get back. We're going to go over it. Uh-oh. What happened to my... Oh, that just has a ring on it for a pendant. Yeah, this one... Oop. This one has a ring on it for a pendant. And these are earrings here, so anybody, let everybody know that I'm going to be giving these away. I'm going to do a shout out giveaway too, So I will put on a request for shout outs. So if anybody does a shout out, we'll keep track of that, and um, we'll have the information. You can just tell them in the beginning, you can just tell them it's going to be mid-July. I haven't got a date yet, but when I do, then you can do a second shout out if you want. Yeah, I will eventually sell them, and they'll be for sale one day. But first, I want to give them away. I want to go out there and say, "Hey, you know, these are for sale." I'd rather give some away and have somebody enjoy them and say, "I got these from In.Cognito." That's pretty cool. These are In.Cognito metal detectors. So thank you guys again for hanging out. I should be doing a little something. Maybe the next time I come on to do a week wrap up, I will maybe do a comment picker or something and give something away. I was undecided whether I was going to do a live tonight, but I was tired from doing yard work, and I wanted to clean this stuff up, so I decided to go ahead and do a live to get it over with, so I don't have to worry about videotaping and making a video. And what happened to my... I had a little background music to cover my silences because I sit here and start to think. Oh, good. How'd you like it? It was in pretty good shape, I thought. It wasn't excellent, but it was in good shape. It wasn't fine or excellent or fine. But Tupac, you come into some really cool finds in your yard sales and stuff. I don't think we're going to get any rain. We got rain last week, but it was really sunny today. A little bit of clouds in the sky, but not many. Just speckled here and there. Simpson clouds, you know what those are? And anyway, tell me if the music's too loud, as I'm using YouTube's freebies. I was shocked to see that they had Pirates of the Caribbean on for free on YouTube. Mine too. I'm in the desert. My yard looks like the desert. This is Southern California. The whole of Southern California was a desert before they started irrigating it. The Los Angeles basin is nothing but desert. Did you ever see the old Zorro movies? Zorro series? Well, that's what it looked like all over. Yeah, I saw that. You're in the forest, you had the birds in the trees and everything. Oh, the volume is low? I can talk up a little bit. I was worried that the music would be too loud because I wanted something in the background to keep it from being dead, but my voice is doctors say that half of my vocal cords are being paralyzed, so my voice sometimes is loud and a little deeper, but most of the time I sound like Winnie the Pooh. So, and I'm very soft. My voice doesn't ring like it used to. Sorry about that. But I don't have a microphone to use. I maybe could use, you know what I could use? Let's see if it helps. I could probably hook up my earbuds to it. It has a microphone in it. That might do it. I never thought about that. But I could try that next time. I'll use my earbuds and see if it sounds better. Oh, you gonna get a thunderstorm? Cool. I love thunderstorms. I like lightning. I don't like when it strikes like on your block, but you know, and that's happened. We lost a tree right across the street from our house. Just like right across the street, a big pine tree got hit by lightning, and sounded like dynamite going off. And fire department came out and put the tree out and split it down the middle, and it was something. I been in the forest and had trees hit by lightning around me. I've been in South Dakota and had lightning take big chunks out of the ground in a lightning storm, and that was back in '68, and we were driving in a Mustang Mach 1, and the lightning was chasing us. It was fun. I love lightning and thunder, so I like to watch it light up the sky. And well, you know, as you get older, things change. Things, you know, don't last forever, right? You're not supposed to. So, no need to feel sorry for me. I didn't tell you because I wanted anybody to feel sorry for me. That's just why my voice sounds like Winnie the Pooh. Oh, bother.
It's an unforgettable journey. Rocky Mountaineer.
So, yep, we do. We wear out. And no matter how many times you have the oil changed. Yeah, we had fun. Went all the way to New York, and in that Mach 1, we drove down through Texas and Louisiana and stopped at the Mardi Gras and went on to Florida and then up to New York and then back through the northern area. It was a fun trip when you're 18 years old and adventurous. All right, cool. Love tomatoes. If you lived closer, I'd come over and get some. Love zucchini and cucumbers too. But I have a black thumb. You know what that is? Everything dies when I plant it and grow it. It just does not want to work right. Yep. Nobody knew yet. Still got people hanging on there. Yeah, there were 3 of us we went and had a before graduation fling. Yes, gardening takes a lot of work. I don't have time for gardening. I have to metal detect. I have a habit that has to be supported. Tomorrow, probably not. But I will on Monday. I'll be back out there Monday. So, see what I can find. I've been hitting a few new parks. These parks that I got these things from are new. I've never hit them before. And the one that, well, the one where I got this I'd hit before. So, but I gotta clean this thing up and sport it. It still has a load in it. Somebody put it away in a hurry, I think. So I appreciate that, Greg. I appreciate the people that watch to see what I get. Like I said, it's mostly treasure trash. I mean, these things, though, these are treasure trash, but this rings up like a ring. I thought I got a ring when this rang up, you know, because of its shape. Gives you that familiar ring tone that when you get something like that or like this, the Circle Gang, as Monterey Magnet Man calls it, and he got that. He started that with his magnet fishing, but he keeps it up with his metal detecting too. So I apprehended that saying from him. And I love these zipper pulls. I've got a collection of them. These ring up like jewelry, and keys ring up really well too. Looks like, yeah, they've got a lot of trash, but you know, every once in a while you find something cool. I mean, I thought this was gold, but it's gold plated. It's a nice heavy earring. These things give you a little jolt and say, oh, right, no, it's not real. And even the trash like this gives you a little jolt. It's out in the sunlight. That brass like that really glimmers like gold. And then you got the pretties. You got the things that are pretty. Let me get this up here so you can see it a little better. See how it shines? That shined in the hole like that. First I thought it was a hoop earring, but there's no earring. Yeah, bittersweet. It was really bitter for the little girl that lost this. It's a pretty little piece of jewelry, but definitely not gold. Tested out, dissolvable. But I did find some silver. I found a little earring or pendant. It's broken, but that's a pretty cool looking little piece of jewelry. Got little feathers on it. Indian type, huh? And then I got the silver plated Aloha. I think it was like off of a charm bracelet, a little silver-plated charm bracelet, and but I guess yesterday was that was my find of the day there, my Wheatie, and that's pretty cool to get a old coin. All the rest of it's just old clad. So, did I find anything else neat? Oh yeah, surface find. Little helicopter thing. Oh, this was neat. I found this in the park. I don't know what a dresser drawer ornament would be doing in the park, but it was in the ballpark. So that's a piece of brass. It'll clean up nice or melt down nice. This summer, be on the lookout. I'm going to build a foundry. You ready? So we're going to build a foundry and possibly a forge. Not quite sure about the forge yet. But I am definitely going to build a foundry. I just have to find a crucible, and then I'm going to melt my copper and brass and my aluminum and my lead. I'm going to melt all that down and make ingots out of it. So be on the lookout for that. I'm going to have a good time building that. So I got to clean up. The reason I'm going to wait until the summer hits because I have to clean up a lot of stuff, and it's been raining and everything. Everything's wet and everything. I got to get rid of some things that have gone by the way of rust and decay. And no gold coins, no silver and gold coins, or no silver and gold. Because I haven't found a silver coin yet. And it seems like you would around here. But I heard a rumor when I first started hunting, and they said there was a guy, and if I remember right, they called him Silver Picker Jack. And he had an old whites machine, and all he did was look for silver. And he got that whites machine adjusted, they said, to where he could pick up silver. He just covered the whole area, and that's all he did for 5 years was look for silver, and they said he cleaned it out. I don't believe that. I don't believe that anybody would be able to clean everything out. It's just that I haven't swung over any silver yet. And Rob finds treasure? Oh, I'll talk to him. I'll look him up. I don't think I am subscribed to him. Yeah, well, you know where you can find the gold coins. The best chance you've got at finding gold coins would be in Florida on Treasure Beach. That's the best place I've heard that you would be able to find gold coins. However, if you hit old gold mining towns and stuff like that, and if you can get in around them, then it's a possibility you could find gold coins in there too, around old gold mining camps. But you got to find those, and you got to be able to get into them. Keep going, just keep looking, Mark. That Wheatie, I don't find very many, but I've found, I think, half my Wheatie's been in the park, and I found about half a dozen Wheaties, and I find a lot of copper. I've got 5 coppers here, but 39 zincons. So 6 coppers counting the Wheatie. Cool. That'd be cool, Tupac. Oh, I got, you know what? I have a 5-gallon bucket full of bottle caps. And I got a bunch more right there. Look at that. I got lots of bottle caps at the park in the last couple of days. So I named one of my favorite places to go Bottle Cap Beach, because the people like to sit out there and just unload their bottle caps on the beach. So we might have a contest going. When you get back, we'll have a little contest. You really gotta come up, when you come up to the smelter in Los Angeles, we gotta meet someplace and go detecting. A Devil's Forge? I'll have to look that up. I don't know what a Devil's Forge is. One of the shows I like to watch is Forged in Fire. Anybody ever watch that? I don't think I have the muscles for forging weapons like they forge, but I'd like to give it a shot. I get enough steel where I can take the steel that I find and forge it into something nice. And it doesn't have to be anything really fancy or anything big, but that's why I want to build a forge, because I want to try forging. I got hammers. I just need an anvil and a forge. That's all I need. And I had a friend that used to make knives, and before he passed away, he was a really good machinist, and he made some really cool knives. Well, that's probably just as good, David, because I spend way too much time watching TV. That's one of the reasons I like to spend so much time metal detecting, because it keeps me away from the TV. Then I have to do things like yard work and stuff. But 58 caliber All right. Cool. Is that the three ring? Is that the north or the south? Your wife planted it in the ground? Shame. Monterey Magnet Man found a little tin that somebody planted for him on the beach. You spend all your time on YouTube? I spend a lot of time on YouTube watching everybody I can and playing games. I think I have only missed one of Coin and Around's streams since September. Well, that's okay. When I first started metal detecting, my wife planted a gold tooth for me to find. That was fun looking for that. Well, you know, treasure hunting is an addiction. And if you see me come on anytime, I always say, not every single time, but most of the time, I say, salutations, fellow treasure hunting addicts, because that's what we are, whether it's coin roll hunting, metal detecting, magnet fishing, bottle hunting. It's all treasure hunting, right? We're addicts. And I have to have my fix at least 3 times a week, or I start having withdrawals. I'm going to see if I can find another. I love this piece of music, but I think I'm going to see if I can find another one. See. Oh, here's one of my favorites. You guys ever listen to Two Cellos? Two Cellos, these two guys, they're not together anymore, but they were a duo, and they can play the cellos. Look them up on YouTube if you like music. Yes, Tupac, exactly right. I search for treasure when I'm walking through a parking lot, going to the doctor's office. I look to see what's in the parking lots. I go to the grocery store. I look to see what's in the parking lots. I don't need a detector. I look for anything that shines. Well, that's a little louder. So, Well, do you still have that metal detector, Greg? My first one was a white Goldmaster, and I bought it in 93, I think. 93, yeah. That metal detector would probably be worth quite a bit right now. It's too bad you don't have it. You know, I have lots of fun. I do my laundry and things come out in the wash that came out of my pockets where I walked through a parking lot and picked up a coin or a safety pin or any shiny piece of metal. Jetco. Okay, two-pack, hurry back. So if you got 9 people watching, only a couple people talking, but anyway, I'm gonna say again, we're going to give away some things. I make these. I designed them in a 3D program and print them out in my 3D printer and put them together. I'm going to give away a couple of keychains, a couple of pairs of earrings, a couple of pendants that I make. I make these tools. Going to give those away. Probably a couple of the pinpointed protectors with scoops and the universal spade. Great for tot lots if you park hunt. And these are great in the grass for shallow finds when they're just buried just a couple inches deep. These work really great. You don't need your shovel. You don't need to dig a big plug. You just use this and start going to town. I will look up Devil's Forge. My son made, he's the one that started printing these, and he designed this. And because I was asking for this, and I designed this, and he developed it, and he designed and developed this based on what I was asking for, a little more robust. But he also made a forge, a small forge, about the size of this. Well, no, it's the size of this. It's made out of a can, this size, and he forged some little swords. Very creative of him. But I want something bigger. I want something that'll make a forge that'll make something up to 18 inches long. So I want to make myself a bowie knife. I have a design that I want to make, and from watching guys on Forged in Fire and looking at the weapons that I've wanted to buy but never got around to doing it. So I thought, I've got all this steel that I find all the time, I might as well make something. So I'll look for that Devil's Forge if it's 18 inches long, so I can do something 18 inches. That'd be great. I need you to write me something, Greg, and put it in an email for me and be honest about it, you know. Tell me the things you don't like about it too, okay? If you have anything you don't like about it, because I need a review from somebody that bought them and paid money for it. You'd be doing me a big favor by writing me a review on how you use them and how you like them. I'm into the music here. I'm like Great Scott. He's all of a sudden he starts, but he's on camera. I'm not on camera, so you don't see me dancing around. I'm sitting there getting into this music. I like Celtic music, and I like energetic music. You tried to destroy it? Good. Try. You know, it's made in a 3D printer, but you'd never know it because they are so tough. I've even dug in rocks with those scoops. Are you asking me? Yes, I'm live again. Nice to see you, PA. Appreciate, I know you guys on the eastern half of the United States, it's a lot later, and I appreciate you being here. What time is it now? It's 9 o'clock here, so that means it's midnight there, 11 or midnight, depending on about where you are. You need a wrench? What kind of wrench? Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. There you go. You've been wrenched. What kind of wrench? I'm sorry, PA. I thought I had gotten you before.
Everybody hit the fucking floor.
Oop. Not good. That was a commercial. Sad, sad. I'm sorry for the language. If you heard that, I am truly sorry. I thought I picked some good music that didn't have any language. I'm not into that, sorry. Oh, here's one of my favorites. You guys like The Last of the Mohicans? That's one of my favorite. I think the only one I hadn't gotten was, besides UPA, was Eagle Eye. Oh no, I've got another guy here I did not say hi to. I didn't even see you. You just popped on once there. Edward Rusty. Okay, if you're still here, Edward, hello, and I just made you a moderator so you can go and check out other people's channels. Says I got, okay, Copper Owl. I didn't have him as a moderator either. Boy, am I falling down on my job. I want to make you guys moderators so that you can sub everybody. It's part of our plan, right? Part of our plan. Everybody that has made everybody moderators on their channels for me so that I could go in, and made me a moderator so I could go in and sub people so they could go in and sub me, has helped me tremendously. Dropkick Murphy, is that the drum group with the bagpipes? I like those guys. I think that no, maybe. Yep. Love, Rob, and Charlie. Tomorrow morning they'll be on. They let me come on and advertise my scoop and my spade. And they let me talk about it. And they let me come on live and talk about it. So they got a few more people coming in. But I'm really stoked that you guys are here. There's 10 of you coming in and staying for a little while and saying hi. And
Real potatoes are the power behind the Lay's potato chips. So we wondered if they could also power the music for Lay's newest ad campaign, starring Anita, the Wall Street Journal's Music Innovator of the Year. Could we record her in an equally innovative way? But the potatoes have the energy? Yeah. Can you say like...
I know I've got a lot of clutter in front of me and everything, but that's the business we're in, decluttering the parks and beaches, right? And the farmland and the historic sites that are swingable where you can get permission. I know the historic sites are harder to get, but so no vines. You know, I'm getting around to it, and I are babysitting, dog sitting for my daughter and son-in-law. They've got a beagle, and I go and detect her backyard. And when I go and detect, he digs for me, and he finds the things that I find. He digs them up. A couple times he's dug them up for me. It's pretty cool. He's a beagle. He likes to hunt with me. But he's a pretty cool little dog. So, you know what? I've never seen one of these in the stores. Anybody seen one of these Warheads tins? I think I'm going to try and straighten it out, clean it up, and put it back together and keep it just because I found it. It's got a hole rusted through there. That's... I think I'm going to try and make it fit back together. Might take a little more than just squeezing it. Oh, no. Yay, I fit it back together. So, that's cool. What they won't leave. Huh. So, oops. Yeah, I didn't know they put candy in tins anymore. When I was a kid, they had some boxes, but they were mostly mints or licorice. What was that one black licorice that we used to get in the tins? Sin Sin. Anybody here remember Sin Sins? Some of you are old enough, I know, to remember Sin Sins. A couple of you. They shouldn't. It's their free music for creators.
We all wish we could hear our cats' voices. And thanks to Pet-Tivity, we've come one step
Yeah,
closer.
this is
Pet-Tivity Smart Litter Box
the
Box
YouTube
helps
music
cats
channel,
litter box
and it's for
and
creators.
alerts you when changes
So
could require a vet visit.
it has commercials and stuff. It's just I did it before and nobody said anything. So as long as it's YouTube for creators, I think it's cool. If they kick me, then I'll get bruised. Calling old? You're certainly not old. You're a kid. What, 55 years old, and think I call you old? You're a baby. You're a baby, Tupac. I almost have 20 years on you. So you're still fun to be around on the stream, so I'll give you that. One of my favorite shows. Not only The Lone Ranger, but William Tell. Yeah, if you weren't born in the 50s, you're still a youngin'. Because I started that year, that decade. I started 1950. I know I shouldn't be telling people how old I am. Never know who's watching. So if you're out there lurking and you try to use my age, don't. Impossible? You know, I would have argued with you a couple of years back. I thought that I would never get to do what I'm doing right now. Because I was going fast. But things have taken a flip and 180 for me. And I'm out there doing everything I want to do. Not everything. I can't run. I still can't run, but I'm not doing everything I want to do. My mom was born in 1929. and my dad in 27. I hope the music's not too loud. I hope it's just in the background, kind of keeping things from going dead. Cool. You know what? I had the chance to go skydiving once, but the plane engine wouldn't start, so I didn't get to go. I just figured there was a reason for that. But I've scuba dived before. I did quite a bit of scuba diving, and motorcycling. I owned several motorcycles. When we came to Southern California, I gave up the motorcycles because the traffic was killer down here. Yeah, what's that old saying? Why jump out of a perfectly good airplane? Which one did you get, Mark? Thanks, James. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, I don't want it to be so loud that you can't hear me, because like I said, my voice is softer than it used to be. Oh. I gotta pick it. Oop.
This Black Music Month, TCAT is turning it up for black artists everywhere. From a limited edition book to an exclusive docu-series featuring black music.
Gotta. Where'd it go? Oh, here. This is adventurous. There we go. Had to take a little. I touched my phone and it said, I didn't like that. Oh, these? Are you asking about these? We make these, my son and I, and that's a protector. We have them for the Garrett, and we have them for the Mine Labs. So they have a scoop on the end of it, so that you can dig. You can see me digging with one in my last video. I dug with both the scoop and the spade. So you can see me using both of them They're tools that we created. And if you go in my description on any of my videos, the description holds the links to all three. And the scoops are $9.99, and the spades are $14.99. And these are universal. They will fit most any metal detector, pinpointer metal detector. So any of the Garrett's or the MineLabs or the Nocta, and unless it's huge, a pinpointer that's bigger in diameter than the Garrett, then it won't fit that. But anything that's of the normal range of Garrett's and MineLabs and Noctas, that will fit. Yeah, they're really good for, you know what they're really good for? These are great for coin hunters, people who are looking for coins, because guess what? They're plastic and they won't scratch your coins. They won't scuff your coins. So, and they won't scuff your gold or your jewelry or anything. And the way I use it, a couple of ways. The first way is if you dig a plug and you need to find it with your pinpointer because your plug missed it, and it's in the edge someplace around the sides, this will dig it out. Or if it's just, in the top couple of inches, you don't need to dig a big plug. If you can detect it with your pinpointer and you've got this on there, you can just dig a little hole and dig right to it, because you just stay right on it with the pinpointer. You don't have to go back and forth. Well, this is the one that you need right here. And this is, see that edge right there? That goes right over the edge of your Garrett. I have one on mine. Here, let me. This one's, ouch. This one's been used. I've been using this. It's no longer black, it's gray. But see, it fits right down onto your Garrett, and it goes right up, it stays right on your coin. So you can use the scoop. You don't have to go back and forth, pinpointer and knife, pinpointer, knife, pinpointer, knife. You can just use this and dig that coin out. So if you're a coin hunter, you need one. You need one of those. And one of these works really well too. If you, here, let me show you how it fits. Slip off my protector and get right in here, and you can just push that right onto your Garrett or your MineLab. And then you got to be careful with this though, because it is plastic. We can't put metal in them for obvious reasons, right? But you just snug that down until it's snug, and then just give it like one full turn, and that won't come off. And if it scoots down a little bit more, that's okay, because it won't go very far. And if you dig something up, you get it in that spade that's right there at your pinpointer. So if you got your pinpointer set, you get you a Wheatie, and you dig that right up. Oop, and I just dumped my Wheatie. But see, and I keep my pinpointer set. It's too close to the set, so that it's going to find it and get it right there, so you know it's right there. So either one works really good. I use the spade in the tot lots, in the sand and in the wood chips and the rubber chips. And the spade works really good for that. So does the scoop. Because if you get that and you're digging for coins and jewelry in the tot lots, that works too. But the other one will go a little deeper, faster. This you can just keep digging until you find what you're looking for, until you hit your target. The other one you can get to it faster. But these work really good. So we still got 8 people. This is really cool. All you guys came in and yeah, the scoops, they don't impede your holstering it at all. The spade, you can't stick it in your holster. I've got something that's going to cure that coming out pretty soon too. So you found your. I found. Where's it at? Yeah, I found a pencil eraser today. Or not today, yesterday. I found this one yesterday. It looks like somebody was chewing on it. But these are, if you're doing any park hunting at all around the schools, a lot of parks are close to schools and get a lot of these. Who'd you give the other one to, Greg? $1.30. I got $1.30 in dimes. I got like $2.40 or 50 cents. You had to go to like 4 parks to get that much this time. Ask her if she would mind writing a review on it too. It would be really cool if you both could. Hey, don't poo-poo the bottle caps there, Tupac. Because if you check your bottle caps and you look online, you know how you collect coins? There are people out there that collect bottle caps. So if you find a lot of bottle caps, especially old bottle caps, you might find something worth something. So I sold a pull tab. I sold a pull tab, you know. I sold one like this, except it was blue. You see that all right? So I had a guy contact me. He saw it in one of my pictures that I posted on a group called Crappy Finds, and he saw it, and he asked if he could buy it, and I said, "Of course you can buy it." So I'm back up to 10. So if any of you are new, say something. Let me know you're here. And Relic Reaper. Oh, let me make you a moderator. Why? I've got buckets of bottle caps and pull tabs. The pull tabs, if you do nothing else with them, you can do a couple things with pull tabs. You can give them away to the schools because they make money off of them for projects and stuff. Or you can find the collectors out there, and if you've got any unusual ones, you can sell them. And if not, you can turn them in as aluminum with your cans and stuff. Just dump them in your cans and turn them in as aluminum for scrap. Yeah, worms. Worms are cool. I get lots of worms and grubs. Bait. If I go out to the lake, I should take my fishing pole because when I go out to the lake, I dig a lot of worms and grubs. Well, just send me an email, Greg, and that way I can put it on with one of my advertisements so that people can see it. And I'll put it in. If you give it to me, then I'll put it in the right place. Just put it in an email for me. That'd be great. Not today. I didn't go out today. This is from Thursday and Friday. And I found a couple little things on Wednesday that are mixed in here, but this is from yesterday. This is from Thursday. I went out Thursday, and I found this buried in the tot lot, right? And I got to show this again because this is what I found inside this cigarillos package. Still loaded. So pretty cool. And I got $2.40 and a Wheatie. Got somebody new that hasn't seen all this yet. I can say it again. Yeah, make ingots. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build that foundry and I'm going to make ingots. But I've got a 1944 Wheatie in the park, and in the new park, it's not gold. That sure fooled me for a minute. Little bangle bracelet, gold-plated earring, pretty heavy. I wished it was gold, but it wasn't. And did get some silver, a little pendant or charm, that little Indian thing here shows off better here, but you can see the feathers there. That was pretty cool. That was really, when I pulled that out, I thought, oh, hope I didn't break it. I looked for the chain, I looked for any other part of it, but it wasn't there. But I make these, so we're going to be giving these away, keychains and pendants and earrings, and they're made with my 3D printer. So Yeah, lead too. I keep lead, I keep brass, I keep copper, I separate it all out, keep aluminum, and all this foil that I find, all that foil over there, I keep that stuff in cans and stuff. I'm going to melt it all down and probably melt all these pull tabs down too as soon as I build that foundry. It's going to be pretty easy to build. I like all the races. I like I like the 2 minute and 22-second race too. But no, I like the 4 hour, 3 hour. 3 hour is kind of nice on Sundays because we have church on Sundays, and so the 3 hours are kind of nice on Sunday. But it's all right. You know, I get in there and give you guys a bad time all the time. I don't have a cowbell, but I got a ship's bell. I can ring it, but you guys, I'd have to give you fair warning. Plug your ears if I ring that ship's bell. Well, if you have a foundry, you can melt copper and brass. It'll get up there. Copper and brass is low melting. So I know a lot of people just melt down aluminum and lead with a blowtorch. So is that how you do it, Greg? Is with a blowtorch? I know, I love it too. You know, I was around when Christopher said that more cowbell. What we need is more cowbell on Saturday Night Live. I don't think William was, but he grabbed onto it. That's cool. That's what I like. I was watching that night. Or you use like a forge, a charcoal forge to melt lead. That works. Yeah, you would have just cleaning up the dry wood around your house. Living in a forest, you should have plenty of wood, right? I would. I'd be out there cleaning up all the dry wood all the time. You have a hand-generated blower or an electric blower? Yeah, you can do a hair dryer, right? If you do a hair dryer and just put it on a tube and stick the tube down in the fire and use the hair dryer. That's a poor man's way of doing things. I'm gonna find some good music here to take the yeah, I hope I don't get dinged with their free music. That would be a bummer. I get dinged with their free music. That's hot enough to 1800? That would be hot enough to melt copper and brass, I think. So, anyway, I'm sitting here trying to keep the music going and get the ads off and got derailed. So, I guess got about 15 more minutes, right? 17 more minutes or something like that. And I'll be on for 2 hours. And then you guys that are on the East Coast, I should probably let you go get some rest. Yeah, that's what a foundry is good for. You can really get those up there to melt the, I guess gold melts pretty low heat, and silver melts really low heat. Aluminum in that same area. So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I won't be able to melt copper and brass unless I build something a little bigger. I think you can though in a small foundry. I'm gonna have to look it up, make sure, see what size I gotta build, what kind of firepower I gotta have. Yeah, I'm sitting here. I got whittled down a little bit today. Is my lawnmower, I can't get it started. It's a new lawnmower. It's only got like less than 20 hours on it, and it stopped running on me, and I can't figure out why. Drained the gas and put new gas in it, and still can't get it to run. I can get it started if I shoot starter fluid in it, but it just won't burn the gas. I don't know what's going on. I use ether and spray in there, and starts right up, runs like a champ. And when the ether's gone, it won't work on gas. It's like it's not a gas lawnmower anymore. So I used a weed eater. But you know what's good about using a weed eater is when you're a metal detectorist, you're used to swinging. So the metal detector is nothing. I mean, the weed eater is nothing after swinging. If you out there swinging a metal detector for 6, 8 hours, so I think propane can get up to that. I think propane can get up to 2,200 degrees easy enough. What did, oh, I put it on my metal detector. On my pinpointer. That's, I don't wonder, where's my spade? How come nobody's seeing my spade out there? I can just, no, it won't work. So, there you go. We're down to 8 again. We shot up to 11 people. Yeah, well, I won't be doing it that much. I doubt I'll be doing a lot. I won't give up my metal detecting, but I'll do it enough to satisfy my curiosity. So it won't cost me much to build a foundry because I've got the plaster of Paris and I've got the bucket. I can use same. I've got 2 tanks. I've got 2 full tanks of propane that I have never used, and the 5-gallon tanks. So I've got 10 gallons of propane that I've never used. So I got enough to do something anyway. Can melt down my aluminum at least. All right. Yeah, I'm into DIY. I do a lot of that. I made my own spade. I took a garden shovel and cut it all down and made my own spade for digging. I made my own scoop in the beginning. I made it out of a gallon can, drilled a bunch of holes in it. That's you. 119 minutes. Oh, that's 2-hour mark is coming up. You know what? I'm going to let y'all go. Seemed like you live streamed forever. No. Thanks, Chew. Anyways, it's time to go. God bless you all for hanging out with me and staying up, all you guys on the East Coast. And you guys come back and see me. I'm going to try and do more lives, and I'm going to give more information on the giveaways. So spread it around. Take care, Greg. Take care, Mark. Take care, PA. Take care, Tupac. Take care, Chew. All of you guys, thanks for hanging around, and I will see you next time. Let's hunt.